sensory areas in cerebral cortex region. Cerebral cortex region. What is that? Cerebral sensory areas are present in the cerebral cortex region. So the cerebral cortex is the outermost surface. We know that. So the cerebral cortex containing axon and cyton both are there. Nothing but a complete neuron is there. So the complete neuron is present. So the complete is act like a sensory. Nothing but it is shown a complete what is a coordination. Complete coordination process occurs in the surface of the cortex region. Let's see the diagram. The outer surface. So the sensory areas. Clear? Yes. Yes. According to the sensory areas, there is a what is the 4 sensory areas are there. According to the sensory areas can be classified based on their features. Based on their features. First one is a frontal lobe. Frontal lobe. Frontal lobe. Second one is parietal lobe. Parietal lobe. Third one is occipital lobe. Occipital lobe. Fourth one is temporal lobe. Temporal lobe. Yes. So this is a temporal lobe. This is called as a diencephalon. Hindbrain. Hindbrain. This is known as the diencephalon. Cephalon. The below of the occipital, there is a diencephalon is there. So this is known as a pons nervosa. Pons of Verolli. Verolli. Okay. So this is known as the stem. Pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. What is that? Pons of nervosa. Pons of nervosa. Pons of nervosa are commonly known as a infundibulum. 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 Let's see the what is that? Where is the what is that? Sensory areas are there in the cortex region. Where it is located? First one, sensory. What is that? Frontal lobes. First one is the frontal lobe. Frontal lobe. The frontal lobe containing 3 different type of sensory areas are there. How many? 3 different type of sensory areas are there. First one is known as a associated area. Associated area. First one is associated area. The first sensory area in frontal lobe is known as first sensory area of frontal lobe is associated area. Second one is motor area. Motor area. Third one is premotor area. Third one is where it is the premotor. Third one is premotor area. The parietal lobe consists of 4 different type of, how many? 4 different type of sensory areas are there. So first one is known as sensory area. Sensory area. First is a sensory area. sensory area. First is sensory area. Second one is Brocae. Brocae area. Second one is Brocae area. The third one is tasty area. Tasty area. Third one is tasty area. The fourth one is what is that? Fourth one, Brocae, taste, and somatotic area. How many areas are there? There is containing 4 sensory areas in parietal lobe, and frontal lobe containing 3 sensory areas are there. Next one is occipital lobe. In this occipital lobe containing only 1 sensory area is present. That only 1 sensory area is known as the visceral area. Visual area. The visual area is located in occipital lobe. Visual area is located in the occipital lobe. The occipital lobe can be the occipital and parietal lobes are can be divided by the one of the long fissure is known as parieto-occipital fissure. Next one, fourth one is what is the temporal lobe? The temporal lobe containing 4 different type of tasty buds are there. First one is olfactory area, sensory area. The second one is Wernicke's area. Third one is the Wernicke's area, olfactory area. What is the tasty area? Third one is tasty area. And fourth one is, what is that? It is also there is an olfactory area. How many? So the 4 areas are there in the temporal region. Let's discuss in each and every areas. What is the importance of these areas for our neural control and coordination? First one, the sensory areas are there in cerebral cortex region, not a medulla, in the surface of the brain, that is called as a cortex. So there is a 4 different type of lobes are there in the brain: frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, and temporal lobes are there. First one, what is the parietal cortex region? The frontal cortex region consistent of the 3 different type of sensory areas are there. What is the frontal cortex region? Frontal cerebral cortex containing 3 different type of sensory organs are there. Sensory areas, not organs, sensory areas are there. First one is known as the associated area. So what is that associated area? So the associated area is coordination of the organs. The coordination of the organs and movement. The associated area useful for the helpful for coordination and movements of organs. What is that? Associated sensory areas are located. The associated sensory areas are located in frontal lobe, in cortex region. So what is the important? It is helpful for the coordination. Helpful for the coordination and movement of the organs, like a fecal movement, in the large intestine, fecal movement. And I think what peristaltic movement, like that peristaltic movement, fecal movement. Like next one, the urine movement, and etc. So these are associated, these are coordinated by the associated sensory areas. Are you clear? The associated sensory areas are located in the frontal lobe in the cortex region. It is coordination of the movement of the organs, like a peristaltic movement for the passing of, what is that, fecal material from the large intestine to outside of the body. That is called as a fecal movement. Next one, the urine movement. Clear. Second one is motor area. What is the motor area? So this is helpful for, it is one of the area in the frontal lobe. It is also essential or useful for the movement of the organism or locomotion. So it is majorly stimulation of the skeletal muscle. This is majorly stimulation of skeletal muscle. First one, premotor area, motor area. motor area. It is stimulation of skeletal muscle. First one, it is stimulation of skeletal muscle. Yes or no? Skeletal muscle for the movement, of the organism, for locomotion. So this type of sensory areas are known as voluntary movements. The voluntary sensory movements. These are known as a voluntary sensory movements. Voluntary sensory movements. So this motor area is controlled by, nothing but a skeletal muscle is controlled by somatonervous system. The sensory areas are controlled by skeletal muscles are controlled by somatic nervous system. This is known as a motor area. What is the motor area? It is one of the area. It is in the frontal lobe. So it is act like it's a coordination of the skeletal muscle for the locomotion. So it is a voluntary sensory movement. It is shown a voluntary, but not involuntary. It is a voluntary movement. So that is called as CNS. It is controlled by the CNS, central. What is this? Somatic nervous system. Third one is premotor nervous system. Premotor area. Premotor area, nothing but this area is known as involuntary movement. These areas are shown involuntary movement. Premotor area, where is located premotor area? Shown involuntary movement. In muscles, like a visceral muscles and cardiac muscles. Visceral muscle and cardiac. This visceral and cardiac muscles areas are located in the frontal lobe region. So there is a visceral muscle and cardiac muscles control. The actions are regulated by the premotor area. It is controlled by, these motor areas are controlled by autonomous nervous system. Are you clear? This is the frontal lobe. Is clear? Frontal lobe containing associated area, premotor area and motor area and premotor area. 3 areas are completed. Next one, second, we are going to discussing about the parietal lobe. So the parietal lobe containing how many? The 4 sensory areas are there. How many? 4 sensory areas are there. First one is the sensory area. So the sensory areas are useful for the sensation of the body parts, like that touching, smell, and etc. Those are done by sensory areas. What is the sensory areas are essential for the sensation, helpful for the sensation of body parts. Clear? These are located in the parietal lobe. Second one is tasty area. So this tasty area useful for perception of the taste. So clear, that is tasty area. The next one is somatic area. The somatic areas are helpful for the movement of touch, smell. What is the touch, smell, body pains, or etc. The somatic area, it is helpful for touch, sense. Nothing but touch means sense, smell. Touch and pain. Next one, visual area. Next one is visual area. So this area, it is useful for visualizing or useful for the reading. This area useful for the reading. This one is. Last one is Broca's area or Broca's area. This Broca's area useful for the understanding where you are speak. Okay, these are useful for the understanding of speaking. Okay, what is the Broca's area? It is useful for way to understanding the speech or speeches understanding. That is called Broca's area. So what are they? The parietal lobes are consistent of the 4 sensory areas are there. First one is sensory area. It is useful for the sensation of the body parts like a smell, or the touch, and each and everything. A simple sensations is done by the sensory area. There is in parietal lobe region. Next one is taste area, useful for the determination or perception of the taste. Somatic area, it is helpful for determination of the touch and pain. Next one is Broca's area. This is useful for understanding of speech, way of speech. These 4 are complete. Next one is occipital lobe. This occipital lobe containing only one visual area is there. The visual area only useful for the reading. Next, fourth one containing 4 sensory areas are the temporal lobe containing 4 sensory areas. First one is the taste, olfactory, the Warkill's, and last one is auditory. Not olfactory, auditory. First one is auditory. It is useful for hearing. Hearing of the words. That is called auditory. It is one of the area useful for the hearing of the speech. Next, what is the Warkill's? It is useful. This area useful for the understanding way of speaking. It is useful for the understanding way of speaking. It is useful for the Broca is useful for the way of speaking. It is useful for the way of understanding of speech. It is useful for the understanding of the speech. That is called Warkill's. The next one is a taste. It is also useful for the perception of the taste of the food. Next one is olfactory area. The olfactory areas are one pair. It is located in the below of the cerebral region. So that is called the tasty area. Those are olfactory area. So determination. What is that? Useful for the identification of the smells. Okay. So this is known as the sensory area of the cortex region. How many sensory areas are there? There is a four regions are there. There are 4 lobes are there. Frontal, parietal, occipital, and temporal regions are there. Each area of the cortex containing a different type of sensory organs are there. First one is, what are the associated area? Premotor area and motor area. Associated area is coordination of the movement of the body organ, like a fecal material movement, nothing but peristaltic movement, and nothing but urine passage. So this is known controlled by the associated area. Second one is the premotor area. The premotor area are nothing. Premotor area is it is one of the area. It is located in the frontal region, frontal lobe. It is essential for the movement of the muscle. So it is one of the involuntary movement. This one, it is one of the involuntary movement. It is under controlled by the autonomous nervous system. Premotor area is under controlled by the autonomous nervous system. Next one, the motor area is one of the area of the frontal lobe or sensory area of the frontal lobe. It is essential for the movement of the muscles, like a skeletal movement, for the musculoskeletal movement, nothing but locomotion. So this movement is called as a voluntary movement. Voluntary movements, if you want to be moved, yes, the organ will get energy to want to be moved. So that is called as a voluntary movement. So involuntary movement, there is no involvement of our wish. So the what is that is completely controlled by the one of the system, our central our brain. Okay. So like what is that movement of the fecal material or digestion of the food, heartbeat. So it is not under control by our wish. So that is called as a what is voluntary movement and involuntary movement. So next one is second one is parietal lobe. The parietal lobe containing 4 sensory areas are there. First one is a sensory area. Second one is a Broca's area. Third one is taste area. Fourth one is the somatic area. What is the somatic area? First one, the somatic area. The somatic area is nothing but it is useful for the identification of the touch and pain. So determination of the touch and pain. Clear. The taste area is the determination or perception of the taste of the food. Next one, Broca's area. It is useful for the way of speaking. The sensory area is useful for the determination of sensation, like touch, like this. Somatic area and sensory area both are act like same. So next one, occipital lobe containing one of the visual area. It is useful for the vision of the organism, like reading or looking anything. That is our visual area. The fourth one is the temporal lobe. The temporal lobe containing four sensory areas are there. Auditory area. The auditory area useful for the hearing. Okay, clear hearing. Next one, what is the Wernicke's areas are useful for the understanding way of speaking. Useful for the understanding the way of speaking. Next one, taste area, it is the perception of the taste. Olfactory area, it is located in the temporal region. It is useful for the perception of the smell. So this is known as sensory areas. Now the complete cerebral hemisphere is completed.